Reddit, you brought that up. Reddit's, in my mind, a snarky black box, and if they find out you're a brand, they just light you on fire. But it's also kind of important, especially Google licenses their data, obviously, to power Gemini and others. So, have you seen strategies work to have brands have an engaged presence on Reddit?
I'm going to tell you the weird secret of Reddit, which is it doesn't matter how much you get downvoted.
Okay.
The language model does not give a shit about the votes. The language model just sees the content or it doesn't. You can get banned, you can get buried, you can have your comment removed. I would urge you not to be afraid of leaving comments that get one upvote and nothing else. I would urge you to not be afraid of submitting a piece of your content that doesn't do well. You're playing a game where you're learning the platform, you're learning what works and doesn't, but also you're having influence even if you're getting no traction with the actual Reddit community. Just treat it a little bit more like republishing on Medium or something.
Fascinating. You're planting seeds around the web. It's almost like a free place to just stick your stuff.
It doesn't hurt anything. Don't leave a link. You don't need the link. And be transparent if you want. It doesn't hurt you. It's fine to be totally transparent about this stuff and be like, hey, I'm Fishkin. I represent SparkToro. I did this research. I'm submitting it to Data is Beautiful. You know what's crazy? I did this a few months ago at Google versus ChatGPT research that I was mentioning. Our Data is Beautiful, which has hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of subscribers on Reddit. I thought I made some nice charts. The community took a big crap on it. They hated it. I don't think it even got, I think it has less than 50 upvotes. Does not matter. You know what comes up when you search for ChatGPT versus Google in Google image search? Number one, baby, because of that Reddit post. And I'm like, well, I don't really care that you didn't vote for me.
When you look at channels, do you program channels like LinkedIn deliberately, or do you just find ways to cross-post content as a distribution channel? Does that make sense? Do you go in and deliberately say, this is my LinkedIn strategy, or is this just a place to extend videos that I already created?
Both. I would say informal strategy for LinkedIn, for Blue Sky, for YouTube, for Reddit. These are the channels that my audience pays attention to. And then I have almost the primary ones. So for me, that's LinkedIn and Blue Sky. Everything else is a little bit secondary. YouTube is a place where I essentially cross-post. The same is true for Threads. The same is true for Twitter. The same is true for, to the extent that I use them, Facebook and Medium, which I occasionally will cross-post to. I essentially think of those as like 3-minute tasks that happen when I post something that I think I want to cross-post to those communities, not as a, hey, I actually need to get traffic and value from this and engagement here, and I care about how many likes and impressions I get. I don't. I'm using them the same way I just described Reddit to you, which is, this is a place for distribution, an additional place where automated systems might pick up my content and then reward me for it. And I would urge people to do this too. Look, we're a tiny little company of 3 people, right, Dan? Like SparkToro, we don't have the bandwidth for like, oh yeah, let's build this formal strategy. If we were a big company and my marketing team were 10 people, I would have strategies for probably more of those networks, the ones that our audience pays attention to most, which I can see in the SparkToro data that it's, for us, it's LinkedIn would be our number one. I think YouTube would probably be our number 2, and then probably some combination of Reddit, Threads, Blue Sky, et cetera. But I would have my team have strategies for all of those important networks, and then specific tactics for cross-posting and probably throw to Substack, all that kind of stuff.